So, earlier this week, I flew out to Milan, Italy to attend the F1 Fan Festival and visit the F1 Paddock on Thursday, and this is all thanks to my new esports team Veloce and their close partnership with the official Alfa Romeo Sauber F1 esports team that'll be competing in the Pro Series later this year. And during my time in the paddock on Thursday, I got the chance to have a quick chat with both of the Sauber F1 drivers, Marcus Ericsson and Charles Leclerc. So, first up in today's video will be my time with Marcus, and then look out tomorrow for my chat with Charles. So without further ado, let's roll the tape and enjoy. Alright, so I'm here with Marcus Ericsson, one of the Alfa Romeo Sauber drivers. Thank you so much for taking the time today. So starting off, since I'm a gaming channel, I thought I'd ask you a question about gaming. In your spare time, do you have time to game a little? And if so, like, what's your favourite games you play, maybe?
I don't game a lot, unfortunately, but I do have a PS4.
Okay.
I played F1 sometimes, but quite rarely.
Alright.
Probably more the FIFA game with my friends, you know, for a laugh.
Cool. Yeah, nice FIFA session.
Yeah, exactly.
So you play the F1 game. How does it feel to kind of be in the game, like as a rival player?
That's really cool. Yeah. I remember the my first year in 2014 when I was with Caterham, and the first game that came out then when you were, you know, when I was featuring on it, that was a cool feeling, you know, because, you know, growing up, obviously I was playing a lot of games growing up, especially F1. I was playing a lot when I was growing up, and then to finally, you know, it was a bit of a dream, you know, growing up to be on that game, and then when it happened the first time, it was really cool.
Yeah, pretty surreal, brilliant, yeah. So what would you say is your most embarrassing moment in your career, on track or off track? You know, any kind of moment where you've been completely red-faced after it's happened?
I don't know, it's difficult to say, but I think, you know, was it last year even? I think it was last year when I crashed behind the safety car in MONACO.
Oh, right, yeah.
Which, you know, there was some reasons for it to happen, but people don't tend to think about that. They just think about you crashed behind the safety car. So that moment was probably one of the most sort of embarrassing mistakes of my career, but that's how it goes sometimes.
Is it just like kind of a wash of like when you're in the cockpit? Like, what do you think in the day when it happens? Kind of like.
Yeah, there is quite a few swear words going on, and then, you know, but that's the thing, you know, it's shit happens, and we all do it, you know. Sebastian, even yesterday, he crashed on the demo run, so, you know, things happens, and that's the way I think you have to see it. But of course, when they do happen, it's a bit embarrassing sometimes.
Of course. Right, so social media is pretty big these days, and so earlier this year, when Grosjean crashed at Baku, he said that you hit him, and that turned into a bit of a meme in the F1 community. Do you kind of keep up with that, kind of like F1 on Twitter, and kind of see those jokes about Ericsson, like, because everyone, like, for I think like 3 months after, was saying any issue in F1, it was Ericsson's fault because of that team radio became a meme in the community.
Yeah, no, it was a good laugh actually, and even my team, you know, the engineers and stuff, it was saying things like that all the time as well. So it was quite funny. I mean, it was a lot there around that weekend, but like you say, also quite a long time after it. There was a lot of things about it whenever something happened. So it was actually quite funny. I think.
Right, so we're in Italy, so I have to ask this very important question. It's a big deal for a lot of people, but pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes, of course.
Oh, well. So
don't tell the Italians though. Sorry,
yeah, I'm sure.
Sorry.
So when we go.
In Sweden, you know, we love that, you know, pineapple on the pizza, and also some kebab sauce as well.
Right.
On top of it as well.
So what you're making is not, it's a different concoction. It's not exactly a traditional pizza.
No, it's a weird thing, but all the Swedish people know that, you know, the pineapple on pizza with the kebab mild sauce on it as well. Delicious.
You got a whole tree there.
Yeah,
whole tree.
Go for it.
Fair enough. All right. So, have you had any kind of funny moments with Charles or any previous teammates, like any kind of pranks or like just really funny moments in previous categories even?
Yeah, I mean, I've had some good times with teammates. I think Jolyon Palmer was a teammate I had in GP2, and we got really, you know, good friends, and we had some actually went on some holidays together, and you know, we had some good fun. Also this year with Charles, you know, we get along really well, and but like funny, like I don't really remember like coming up now in my head, but we do enjoy ourselves, you know. We do have fun, and then
After racing's done, probably.
After the racing is done, we have some good parties on Sunday night sometimes,
sure.
you know. And
I'm sure.
we cannot speak too much about what happens there, but
I'm sure like the Amber Lounge is one that's a good place. I went there at Abu Dhabi last year. That was a good time. That was a good time.
Yeah, we do try and have fun, and there is quite a few fun drivers around. So we have some good stories, but maybe we cannot share it now. Maybe wait for
off camera.
After my career, I will tell you all about it.
Sure thing. We'll wait for that. So do you kind of look into all the driver transfer stuff that goes around like, you know, Ricciardo to Renault, Alonso's retiring? Like, what do you make of all of that? Do you really look into that, or do you just kind of zone out doing your own thing? You focus on yourself, obviously. But.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's impossible to not sort of hear about it or read about it. You know, it's all over, and also in the paddock, it's so much people talking and rumors and everything going around. And I think that's part of F1, you know. And I think as a driver, you need to learn to sort of. You can take it in, but then you need to be able to switch it off and, you know, not think about it and not let it affect you. So I think that's what you kind of do. You know, you hear it, you take it in, but then you don't think that much about it.
Sure. So your birthday's this weekend. So if it wasn't a race weekend though, what kind of thing would you do on your birthday? Like, do you have a favourite meal or a favourite thing you want to do, or like even a favourite drink on the night out on your birthday to have?
No, but I would hang out with my friends for sure. I do love sweets and stuff, so probably have my mom make some good cake. Chocolate something, maybe a cheesecake. Love cheesecake. Okay. Not allowed to have many of them, but you know, on my birthday I would have that. Favorite drink? Usually, if I go out, I don't. Again, you know, with the diet and everything, I cannot go out that much. You have to pick my moments. But when I do, I'm a bit boring. But I usually drink the vodka soda lime if I. Okay, fair enough. You know, no, that's normal. It's not very popular drink, I think. Yeah. So you've been with Sauber for a long time now. Did you ever think it was going to get to this stage when you joined? Because obviously, a few years ago, it was tough times in the race every weekend. But now, you know, you've had race scoring points 3 out of the last 5 you posted on Instagram just recently, so it's a really good field now this year. So did you ever think it was going to get to that point when you first joined? It's like the first year was actually looking quite good. You know, we scored some good points then, and then from then on it was just going downhill, and you know, we were struggling massively with the financial side, and you know, the team was really more about surviving than performing. So at that point I was you know, a bit worried about what was going to happen with the team, but also with my career, you know. But then the last 12 months, it's been so much things happening in the team with new owners and the Alfa Romeo partnership and everything, and you know, a lot of new people coming in, fresh money, and you know, everything has been like a reset, you know. So it's really nice to be part of that, and to see also the people that's been here all the way through, how much hard work they put in, and to get some reward for it, you know. So I don't know if I saw this coming, but it's certainly it's nice to see it, because it's so much history as well in Sauber, you know. So I think it's nice to see that we are doing well again. Okay, well,
so obviously next year the weight regulations are changing for the car. I know you've spoken about that because there was a lot of hubbub about Kimi Raikkonen running without a drinks bottle, and you chimed in saying I haven't done that in ages. So are you looking forward to kind of maybe, you know, relaxing a little bit in that environment, maybe putting on some muscle? I don't know how, like, your height obviously doesn't help you out, but
no, it's for sure. It should have been in for 15 years ago, I think, because these days, you know, I'm 180 centimeters tall, and I have to be so strict with the way I train and eat and everything that it's a bit too much, really, you know. I think, you know, it shouldn't be like that, so it will be nice to sort of be able to train more normal and eat more normal, and sort of, you know, it's not like I'm gonna become like 20 kilos heavier, you know, but just to relax it a bit more, and that would be really nice, and most importantly, it would be fair, you know. So that's very important.
Well, you said you play FIFA with your mates. Do you have like a favourite football team? I saw you were really behind Sweden in the World Cup. That was really cool to see. Like at Silverstone, you were cheering them on in the bar. I think there was a journalist that was rooting for Germany on the way. That was a funny moment. So, do you have a favourite football team?
I don't really have like one team I support. You know, like you say, it's Sweden, the national team. But I do follow a bit the Premier League. Find some interest to try and follow the Swedes there. Victor Lindelof in United, which is having a bit of a hard time, unfortunately, at the moment. As all United have. But I try and follow that, and I can enjoy, with my mates, watch the game, and stuff like that. But I don't really have like a specific team.
Picture this: it's a Friday night. You've got nothing to do. I'm sure you usually have stuff to do on a Friday night, being you, but you don't have anything to do. You're going to stay in. You stick on Netflix. What do you put on?
At the moment, I watch the Americans.
Okay.
So it's pretty good. Like, maybe not the best I've seen, but it's pretty good. I think I'm in the end of the 4th season. So if it would be this Friday, I would probably continue watch that. I have one more season to go.
Okay.
But if I have to like go back to like my all-time best, it would be Breaking Bad. Love that show.
Okay.
It's so good. Sweet. So good. I love that.
Nice. So obviously you mentioned watching football. But do you have any kind of other sports or just interests you like to keep up with outside motorsport?
I'm a massive ice hockey fan. Like I love that. I watch everything with ice hockey. I can watch at night the NHL from the USA, and also the Swedish league. I watch a lot, and I have my local team is in the highest league called Örebro, so I follow them a lot. So ice hockey is my big passion apart from motorsport. And then also I'm getting quite big into paddle tennis.
Paddle tennis.
So I opened my own center with some friends also in my hometown in Sweden. So like every time I'm home there, I'm playing every day pretty much paddle tennis. So it's something I really enjoy.
Okay, cool. All right, so that's something maybe to do after F1.
Exactly.
Keep that up, I like that. Keep it fresh outside. All right, so in 5 years' time, obviously the sport's very volatile. But where do you want to see yourself in 5 years' time, maybe in the sport?
I want to be in Formula 1 still. I still feel like I have my best years yet to come in F1, and in 5 years' time, I would like to think that I'm in a car where I can fight for victories and podiums on a regular basis, and that's sort of my long-term goal. So I'm not here just to make up the numbers and being happy with that. You always want more. You are like, in your mind you want to win, so in 5 years' time I would like to see myself there.
Right, and on that kind of following that from the train, I asked like my viewers for questions, and a few I guess Swedes were asking, like, do you ever think you'll be able to surpass Ronnie Peterson's points tally as a whole? Obviously the point system's a little bit different, but if you go long enough, do you think you could pass that points tally?
I don't know how many points he scored, to be honest, but I don't think so much about that like that.
Right.
I think I'm now, I think, the 3rd most races out of any Swede, which I think is pretty special. And then if I keep going for another few years, I will beat probably Ronnie's tally of, I think, 120 something races. So I think that's more like of not a target, but that would be quite special.
Yeah, you mentioned being quite high up in obviously the Swedes' stature in F1. Do you reckon that, would you love to see a track at Sweden at some point? I don't know where they would have it, honestly, but...
No, for sure. I think it would be amazing to have a race in Sweden. I don't really see it happening now closely, but I think in the Nordic countries there's been some talk about Copenhagen, city race there, also talk about races in Finland, and I think this would really make sense because we have so much fans and so much interest for Formula 1 in these northern European countries, and I think we deserve to have a race up there, so hopefully in not too long we will have it.
Well, I think we're going to wrap it up there, so good luck for the race weekend. Happy birthday in advance. Great to chat to you, and thanks for taking the time. Goodbye.
Cheers, bye.
So there we have it, the first of 2 of these chats then with the F1 drivers of Sauber. Really fun chat with Marcus there. He seemed to enjoy it, and I was kind of just hoping that the two of them that they would enjoy the chat compared to maybe a bog standard interview with kind of the press and media there in the F1 paddock. The questions are kind of a culmination of my own questions and then some of you guys, because I tweeted out and also put on Instagram what I should ask them. So a few of you guys might see your own questions kind of merged into some of the ones I asked there to Marcus and also Charles in tomorrow's video. But if you guys did enjoy this one, hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you are new around here, do get subscribed, obviously, for that video tomorrow with Charles Leclerc. And just I want to say a final huge thank you to my esports team, Veloce, and also especially Sauber, especially for making that happen, making that possible. Really thankful for the opportunity, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. So till that one, till my next video, hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.